What is up, and welcome back to the Wigan Athletic career, where today, for the first time in this series, we are going to be bumping up the difficulty. We're going up to Legendary. It has just been a little bit too easy. First two games in the championship, we kind of were on cruise control. It needs to be just a little bit more difficult, I think. So, I did play one game in between episodes. We played a Carabao Cup match against Fleetwood Town that we won 6-2. But let's go ahead and take a look at the highlights and talk about it a little bit. So legendary difficulty. There's a reason I don't typically use this difficulty, and it's because it does make this game harder. It also just tends to be chaos, which is not exactly fun to play or really that fun to watch. Speaking of chaos, this is what I'm talking about. A shot by Humphreys off the post, comes back to him, off the keeper, comes back to him again, and he slots it away. That's just not normal. It just looks weird, and I just don't know even how to play with that. And another weird goal, De Vries heads it. The keeper, who could have just caught it, there was no one near him, parries it back to De Vries, and he heads it into the back of the net, which if you get this angle of it, he clearly never made contact with it, so I'm not even sure how that even went into the net. But this difficulty is just... I'm not sure it's the one. We're going to use it for this episode. Play a couple of games with it, see how it goes, but by the end of it, I wouldn't be surprised if we're reverting back to world class. This difficulty is just too much randomness and chaos, and I just don't particularly like the way that it plays. Now, our upcoming games really aren't going to be much more of a test for us either. Our next game in the league is against Barnsley away, but they got promoted with us this past offseason, and they currently sit dead last in the championship. That's followed by a game against Middlesbrough, who are more of a championship tested team, but they're currently in 15th. Not off to a good start for them. Stoke is not good. I think they're like in 17th or 18th actually, but you know what they say. Can you do it on a cold, wet night in Stoke? I think we're going to find out. I think we'll come back and play this game against Stoke, and then that's followed by another Carabao Cup game against Carlisle. I don't even know what league they're in. I think they're in League 2. They might be in League 1. Apologies if they're in League 1, but I'm pretty sure they're in League 2. And then we have Swansea, who are, I think, in 7th in the championship, and then Coventry in 6th. And we do have a big game against Leicester City coming up at the end of September. So it gets a little bit more difficult, but the immediate fixtures on the horizon, not so much. But before we get into any more games, we have more transfer window business to take care of. I did call up our young goalkeeper, Tong Hyun Lee, out of the youth academy. He did play that Carabao Cup match against Fleetwood. He played all right, did concede the 2 goals, and had a pretty poor match rating. To be honest, I don't know if he actually made a save. That's a little worrying. Either way, I am looking to loan him out this season. Barnsley's the first one that's come in for him. They do have one goalkeeper on their team. He's 63 rated. Lee is 61. I think Lee could do with the season actually in like League 1. So I don't think I want to loan him to Barnsley. And then we have an offer in for Patrick Campbell. I had loan listed him because he was unhappy. He is now not unhappy. And with the new contract and his role in the team, I think he'll be okay. So I'm actually going to just reject this one and just keep him here in the team. Well, I removed Patrick Campbell from the loan list, instantly unhappy again. So you know what? I'm just going to sell him. I'm very, very much considering just selling him. I don't want the morale issues, and I feel like he is one of the leaders in the clubhouse that's causing the dissent. So, do I loan him or do I just sell him? Let's see. What's his value at? 2.7 million? You know what? Let's transfer list him and see what offers we get in for. Might as well. He just got a new contract, so that might bump his price up a little bit. I'm okay to sell him, to be honest. He doesn't have great potential, and he's kind of 4th choice center back at this point, so I could sell him. And actually, if we have a little look at the spreadsheet, yes, I'm still keeping the spreadsheets for this team because this game just does not have enough information in it. If you want to go back and look at things from past seasons, you can't do that, so I kind of keep it on my own. But this season, we have sold $74 million worth of players. Obviously, a lot of that, the Aratz Cruise sale of $62 million. And we've only spent $16.6 million of that. So we're actually doing a really, really good job. Remember, we do have to keep a $21 million profit at the end of the season. We're well on our way to doing that. No issues there at all. We have almost 60 million in profit still. We're looking good. We only have 23 players in the first team squad. Honestly, even without selling Patrick Campbell, we could probably do with at least one more center back, maybe. Oh no, I have the kid in the youth academy that would be an emergency backup. So I think if we sell Campbell, we'll probably go in for another one. We need a new backup goalkeeper though. With our other goalkeepers either listed out or we just straight released one of them, and now we're gonna loan out Tong Hyun Lee. So we do need a backup goalkeeper, maybe another center back if Patrick Campbell leaves. But honestly, the first team's looking pretty good. See, now, as much as I believe that we did need to make a change with the difficulty, also keep in mind we have a very, very good team. We played Barnsley on the road. Granted, Barnsley in last place, and they just got promoted, but then again, so did we. We beat them 6-1. That was a bit of an ass whooping. Casimir, very good striker. He scored 2 goals in this one. Baker scored 2 goals in this one. Jimmy Roberts even had one in the first half. And then Humphreys added one later on in the second half. And I can see why Barnsley wanted to loan in Tong Hyun Lee because their goalkeeper, Killip, played a 4.0. I'm not sure he actually made a save in this game. We have a transfer offer in now for Steven Sessegnon. It's from Fenerbahce. And it's 4.2 million. That's not even what his market value is. It seems like a really, really low offer, to be honest. I know his contract is kind of running down. He has, I think, 2 years left on his contract, including this one. So it expires after next season. But that just doesn't seem like a good enough offer. It would have to be closer to 5.5, 6 million, and then I would entertain it. Although if I sold Sessegnon, I could go get Cabral. Nah, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to stick with Sessegnon. And we have another loan offer in for Tong Hyun Lee. This one from Nashville in MLS. I think Nashville's a little bit more his level right now than the championship with Barnsley would be. I just think you get packed in at Barnsley. We killed Barnsley. I just don't want to put him in that position. But Nashville in MLS, that could work. They have a couple of goalkeepers on their roster. Their top one is 63 rated. Tong Hyun Lee 61. Might get some playing time. You know what? I'd be okay sending him here. I think we'll accept this one. So at home against Middlesbrough, I did say they were a better championship caliber team. We drew 2-2, and we actually had to rescue a point from this game. I would say Middlesbrough were the better team throughout. We got a couple of good goals in the second half. Lang scored one. Baker scored one at the death off of a cross from Curtis. It wasn't a good game from us, but we found a way to get a point. So I guess I'll take that. When we're not the better team, at least we can get something from it. That's a positive I guess we can take. Well, Tong Hyun Lee decided he didn't want to go play for Nashville. So that loan move has fallen through. We'll see what other offers we get in for him. Not looking good so far. He might actually just be our backup goalkeeper, at least for the first couple months of this season until we get to January. Then we'll revisit that. But we still have a little time left. Maybe something will materialize. Patrick Campbell, we got an offer of 2.8 million from Villarreal. I'm going to negotiate this one. If I can get it up to, I don't know, 3.3, 3.5, ideally around 3.5, but I'm not sure I can get it that high. But if we can get it up into the $3 million range, then maybe I'll consider it. So with the transfer of Patrick Campbell now seemingly imminent, decided to have a look at who was transfer listed as far as English center backs go. There's only 4 of them. Charlie Good, actually, 6'5". You know, I like me a big center back. Decent strength, jumping. I mean, he could be a good backup option for us, 69 rated. Could definitely play a role in the team, although the wages have me a little bit worried at $22,500. For just $1 million, though, that seems like a pretty good value. Jack Shepard from Barnsley. I don't want any players from Barnsley, and after what I've seen us do to them. Jonathan Panzo, I like this guy a lot from Nottingham Forest. The issue there definitely is the wages. $46,500 per week. I just don't think it's going to be feasible. He would be a new starting center back. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely convinced by Alistair Blair, but he would be a really good center back to bring in. His physicals are phenomenal. He's even good with the ball at his feet. I like everything about him except the wages. I just don't think that's going to be workable for us. And then there's always Noah Carpenter. We talked about him from Southampton. He's looking like, if I'm going to go with an English center back, might be the best option. Nothing about him, it looks all that amazing, but I think he'd be a decent center back to bring in, maybe. So while we wait for the transfer business to play itself out, we do have a game here against Stoke. And I'm going to make some changes to the starting 11. I'm going to start Jabril Cook on the right-hand side in place of Callum Lang. Cook started against Barnsley and played pretty well, but again, that was Barnsley. So we'll see what happens against a better opponent here in Stoke. I'm also going to start Hinshelwood in the midfield in place of Watt. And I'm going to start De Vries instead of Alistair Blair. I really like De Vries when he's come on as a sub late in games. I kind of want to see what he can do as a starter. Plus, he's already grown by +1 up to 70 overall. So he's kind of earned himself a start, I think. Oh, that's a good ball in behind. That's a really good ball. That was a weak shot. I'll be honest, I haven't been too impressed with Almeida in goal. I'm not sure he's been that much of an upgrade over Tickle. That just seemed like a really, really weak shot. I don't know. It was from pretty close. It was pretty, kind of point blank. I guess I can't blame Almeida too much for that one. Not very good defending from us, though. For Hinshelwood. Finds it to Baker. Baker tries to slot in Sessegnon. Oh, Sessegnon blocks the clearance. Sessegnon scores. That was the goofiest goal I've ever scored. How in the world did we just get that equalizer? Steven Sessegnon sells out to block the kick from the goalkeeper and scores a goal. All right, well, it's 1-1 in Stoke. How in the world did he get that ball? I mean, Sessegnon played that perfectly. Oh, no. No, don't like it. Oh, my, it's too. That's unfortunate because that whole play, I was going to call it a fluke. I mean, the goal we scored was absolutely shambolic, so I can't really be too upset. But Sessegnon actually played a ball up the wing very perfectly. He just couldn't quite get it under control, and the dude took it right back, and then they got a goal from it. So, oh, well, we're right back down 2-1. That's unfortunate. Just can't make a play. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, counterattack. Come on, Asgard. Asgard through. Theo Asgard puts it in the top corner. All right, these goals have been scored. Have not been the prettiest things in the world. That was a little bit lucky again. But right place, right time, and we played it right after we got the possession back. So I guess we'll take that, but it's 2-2. That's better passing. Let's lay that off for Cook. Beautiful stuff. Give it back for Asgard. Asgard. Back for Jabril Cook. Love that. Jabril Cook across for Casemir. That's the play we know from Wigan. That's what I want to see more of. Some link-up play. I really wanted to get Jabril Cook his first goal there, but we really needed it, and Casemir was sitting there. We had to sweat it to him. We got the lead, though. 3-2 to Wigan. Sessegnon get back. Good ball in behind. Sessegnon just ran right by him. That is just very unfortunate. It's just, we can't defend anything. It's so hard to defend. The new difficulty, I feel like, is just screwing us because Stoke is not a better team than us, but I feel like our players are just kind of running by them. Like, they don't seem like they recognize that the ball is in front of them for some reason. I don't know really what's going on with that. We had 3 players there. Nobody got in front of the ball on that shot, and he just slots it far post. This dude, Wesley. That dude is a tank, bro. You can't stop him. I sent 3 guys at him, and he just walked through them in a straight line. How are you supposed to defend that? There's nothing we can do there. That's outrageous. I didn't see that guy. Oh, that's a problem. Well, he's gone. Almeida, big save from Almeida. Get up for it. Beautiful. Get it away. We lost the ball, which means we're probably not going to get it back before time expires now. Dude, can Almeida catch a single ball? Holy shit, we can't do anything! They read every single play we try to do. This is why I hate freaking legendary difficulty. All right, let's get it. Oh my God, it went to the wrong. I can't even get the balls. They're going to the right players. Oh, we got that ball. Callum Lang comes out. Come on, Callum. Come on, Callum. Casemir. There, that's a good run. Casemir. Go, Casemir. Go, Casemir. Have it. Casemir! Josué Casemir! In stoppage time, we find the equalizer. Oh, we're going to rescue a point again. It's not pretty. It wasn't convincing. We can't defend anything. But we're going to get a point. And there is the final whistle. It finishes 4-4. I'll be honest, I feel like it doesn't matter what the difficulty is, we're going to score goals because we're just a very good offensive team. It's just going to come down to the higher the difficulty, the more impossible it is to defend. I mean, I guess it is what it is. It's 4-4. Either we're going to outscore our opponent or we aren't. That's what this difficulty is going to be, I guess. Well, we have another offer in now for Patrick Campbell, and it's $3.55 million, which tells me I definitely didn't get as much as I should have from Villarreal. So I'm going to negotiate this one, hopefully get it up to around 4, and then maybe Patrick Campbell will want to go to Gil Vicente instead of Villarreal. I wouldn't, but that's me. Some exciting news for us now. Josue Casimir is finally ready to switch to striker. So his overall should be going up by quite a little bit. He's already a ridiculous striker, so I think the position fits him very well. So let's go ahead and switch this over. He starts at 73, switch him to striker, and he becomes still 73. This is kind of the day of disappointment, isn't it? How is he not higher rated as a striker? Up next for us was our Carabao Cup match against Carlisle, who are 12th in League 2, and they took us to pens. Both goals were scored in the last 10 minutes of regular time. Nothing happened in extra time. And then we won 4-3 on pens. I mean, I honestly don't care if we win this competition or not, but if we lose to a League 2 team, even with a fully rotated side, that would have been a little bit embarrassing. Well, now Middlesbrough want Callum Lang, and I'll tell them the same thing I told Norwich. Not really interested in selling him right now. I think we are just a better team with Callum Lang on the pitch. Can't figure out how to get him and Jabril Cook on the pitch at the same time. Well, the 4 attacking midfielders, I still have not figured that whole situation out. But for now, I don't think it would be a good idea to sell Callum Lang. So the deal for Patrick Campbell has gone through. He actually did choose to go to Gil Vicente for, I think it was 3.8 million, 3.7 million, something like that's the most I could get out of him. But that's fine. But we do need a new center back now. And I was all set to go get Stuart Hawkins. You know me, love me an MLS guy, and he's a sounder as well. He's got good potential. It would cost us less than $2 million. It's just good value for the money. He's nothing crazy. His physicals aren't great. His technicals are not great, but he does have good potential. That's what I'm getting at here. It's not someone I need to start right away. But given that we are struggling to defend, and we have a lot of money in the club right now, I kind of remember Tanner Young. Remember Tanner? Came up with us through the Vegas Academy, and then after we left, decided he wanted to go play in Argentina at River Plate. Not that there's anything wrong with River Plate. Fine club. One of the best in South America, but it was just a very weird transfer for such a talented young man. So the asking price is steep, maybe around $9 million, but we have a lot of money, and look at him. His physicals are nuts, 90 jumping, 90 strength. Love that. He's quick as anything. The technicals are good. Defensive awareness at 65 has me slightly worried. But he has a lot of potential. He would be our number 1 center back for the future. I really want him. I really do want him. So I'm going to negotiate this and see how much it's going to cost. If it's going to be like 12 or 13 million, then there's no chance. But if I can get him for around 8 or 9 million, it might be worth it. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to start off with his value 7.5. Let's just start with a 8.25. Give him a 750K over his market value. Let's see what they say about that. If they accept that, I'd be shocked. They want 9.5. Okay, we're in the ballpark. You know what? That's not a bad start. Let's negotiate that down a little bit. Let's just go down to the 9 million. You know what? You know what? Actually, 8.75 million. We're actually going to do a little bit of negotiating instead of just going straight in. I think we're going to get them for the 9 million, but you know what? Let's see what they say. 8.7. You know, I saved 250K. In the long run, is that a lot? Not really. But that's a good value. 8.75 million for Tanner Young. Decent. As for a contract for young Tanner, He's currently making 11K at River Plate. I'm willing to go 12. I mean, I'd be willing to go like 15, to be honest. I'd pay him almost anything he wants as long as it's not outrageous. Crucial squad role, 4-year contract, 100K signing bonus. Let's see what he says about that. I'm willing to bet that it's going to be enough to sign him. It is Tanner Young. We were reunited with Tanner Young. I'm excited to get him back. He's a little bit smaller of a center back, but you know what? He is a fantastic player. So with deadline day approaching, I think our business in the transfer window is done. At least I hope so. We've done a lot this transfer window. We did end up loaning out Tong Hyun Lee to whatever that team is in Poland. It's a 2-year loan, so hopefully get some good experience over there. Personally, I would have gone to Nashville. You get some good barbecue. You get some experience playing in MLS. Great place to live. But you know what? That's his prerogative. He can do what he wants. Hopefully, he gets some experience there. We did sign a new backup goalkeeper in Juan Perez from Huesca for $1.4 million. He actually is the same overall rating as Almeida, our current starter, because I don't trust Almeida. He has not been very good lately. He has not made very many saves. So I'm just going to roll with whatever goalkeeper's playing better. And right now I might just give Juan Perez a start just to see what he can do. And then there's the deal for Tanner Young, 8.75 from River Plate, and Patrick Campbell's deal to Gil Vicente was $3.85 million. So that brings us up to speed. Like I said, with as many deals as we've done, I hope that we are finally finished this summer. Well, up next for us, we had Swansea City at home. And I thought that once again, we were going to be able to rescue a point. Casemiro scored the equalizer in the 86th minute. I mean, to be fair, we fought back from 2-0 down. We actually did pretty well in the second half once I made some changes. And then we conceded in stoppage time. I'm going to be honest. Almeida might be out of the team for a while. He's kind of crap. He conceded 2 goals at his near post. I have no answer for how that was even possible. You can see lowest rating on our team. To be fair, their goalkeeper also played a 5.4. Almeida had a 5.5. So bad day all around at the office for goalkeepers, I guess. But I'm just not sold on Almeida at this point. And I know I said that we were probably done bringing in players in this transfer window. I kind of forgot that I already had a deal in the works with Stuart Hawkins and I delegated the contract thing. So we are actually going to finalize this deal for Stuart Hawkins, another center back, just, again, good value for the money. And then I think we're done. So transfer deadline day has come and gone, and we did make a few more moves, just a couple more moves. I thought we could use a little bit more depth at CDM, so I went ahead and picked up Logan Drummond from free agency. Nothing crazy, just purely for depth reasons. Same with Lyndon Gooch. Figured we could use one more fullback in case of emergency, so I picked him up as well. And then we went ahead and sent Stuart Hawkins out on loan to Defensa for a season. Hopefully he gets some good experience out there. So that now officially is the end of our transfer business because the window's closed. So until January, we're stuck with the squad we got. Unless I sign more free agents, which is always a possibility. I mean, if we pick up injuries, I might have to. But for now, we are done. So on we go to take on Coventry. They're in second place and in very, very good form coming into this one. They have 2 players up for Player of the Month for August. They're a little bit scary. This is the team we're going to go with. I know Jabril Cook in the starting 11 because I just can't figure out where to put him. He's gone up by +1 in his overall as well. He's up to 75 rated, highest rating in the team, and I just don't know where to put him. I really don't know what to do with him. Hinshelwood in there instead of Watt, and then we're going to go with Juan Perez and in between the sticks because Almeida has pissed me off something fierce, and he might not see the light of day again if I play him one more game. So that's the team we're going to go with. Let's see what we can do against Coventry. All right. Well, I think the big question mark is, as always, going to be our defense. We know we're going to score goals. Josue Casemiro, top goal scorer in the league. I'm not worried about scoring goals. I am worried about stopping the other team, something we've not really been able to do at all so far this season. Lord help us against a very good Coventry team. Play it in there. Nice. There's Hinshelwood. I see Casemiro making a good run. Casemiro in behind. Oh, the world's worst touch. I was so close. It'd be nice to have a lead. It's been a while since we've actually had a lead in a game, simulation or otherwise. We have really struggled lately. Oh, no. That's it. Yeah. feel like if you get out of position by just a little bit, it's just going to be a goal. You just get punished for every single mistake. It's going to take a lot of adjustments to get used to this new difficulty, because usually I can just press people and it's fine, but you really can't do that. You really have to sit back and pick your spots to defend, and just not used to that yet. So we're just going to get punished a lot early in the season, I think. Just don't know how. There's a block. Tanner Young gets it away. Good pass up to Aiden Baker. Baker looking for Casimir. He's got him. Quick counterattack from Wigan. Casimir in. Who is that? Center back. Good shot by Casimir. That center back is so fast. How is he running down Josue Casimir in the open field? That made no sense, but at least Casimir broke away and he converted the shot. We got the equalizer. 1-1 here against Coventry. Aiden Baker coming forward. Cutting across. Probably going to lose the ball here. He does. Now they're coming back the other way. Tanner Young absolutely blown by him. Who in the world is that dude? He's so fast. Holy goosebumps. That dude is the fastest man on the planet. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name, but my God, he's lightning. Another corner for Coventry. They go short this time. No, we're not going to make a tackle here because that's not possible. Have a free man in the box. Love to see that. And it's a goal. Okay, you know what? What is the point of this difficulty? This isn't fun. Not enjoying this at all. It's impossible to defend. There's always open people in the box. They always convert every shot. What is the point? That's why I never play on Legendary. Legendary is cheating. It's impossible. God, they're just in behind us again. Probably going to score here. You know, getting goal, getting goal. Oh, my God. We almost... No shot. Oh. Oh, my God. It's just a joke. It actually is just a joke. This game is just all counterattacking as well. There's nothing else you can do. Here comes Asgard. There's a monumental... no one's going to stop. That was interesting defending from Coventry. I have no idea where their entire team went there. They just let Thilo Asgard run through and score. But we'll take that. It's 2-2. Lay that off for Hinchelwood. Hinchelwood coming forward. He does have good finishing. Hinchelwood. Suddenly Coventry is just not defending. I honestly don't know what's going on anymore. Whatever. I don't know what this difficulty is. They're super good, impossible to stop. Then all of a sudden they just stop playing. Sure. Tackle. Good tackle. Wasn't sure if that was actually a clean tackle. Beautiful job by Casimir to find Aiden Baker. And he scores. It's 4-2 to Wigan. Coventry have literally stopped playing after they scored their second goal. Oh no, Da Silva's up the wing. Curtis trying to... Where is Tanner Young going? Oh my goodness. And that's a goal for Coventry. Okay, they're back. They're back. We got one person out of position. One little mistake by me. I pulled Tanner Young too far up, and instantly they score. You just cannot make a mistake. Sessignon, big tackle. Casimir, get on your horse. Casimir, play it across. It's a terrible pass to Jabril Cook. Actually horrific pass to Jabril Cook. That was a shot that deflected directly to Jabril Cook. And he has his first goal for Wigan. It's kind of a big one. He restores a 2-goal lead. It's 5-3 Wigan. Get it for Jabril Cook. Cook, good turn with it. Very good turn from Jabril Cook. Gets that pass away. Dinks it. And it's another goal for Wigan. 6-3. In the dying moments, I don't know who that is. It might have been Elliot Watt. It's not Elliot Watt. Who is that? Wait, is that Murphy? Is that the center back? No, it is Elliot Watt. Well, I did not recognize his face at all. It is Elliot Watt. He gets on the score sheet. 6-3 Wigan. Dude, can't... What is going on? Oh, we got the ball away. We didn't get the ball away. I don't even know where the ball is. It's in the back of the net. Okay, well, 6-4 is, I think, going to be the final score because we're in the 4th minute of 2 minutes of stoppage time. Yeah, sick. Is that Haji Wright? I think that was Haji Wright that scored. It might have been. Hold on. Can we confirm? Was it Haji Wright? It was Haji Wright. I think it was. Pretty sure it was. And there's the final whistle straight from kickoff. So 6-4. Like I said, this difficulty is just all about outscoring. If we can score 5 or more goals, I think we'll win. But in the 2 games that I played in this episode, We conceded 4 in both of them. I don't think that this difficulty is going to be feasible. I don't. I really don't. So after what feels like an absolute mess of an episode, we find ourselves in 3rd place still. We've only lost 1 game. It was that unfortunate one to Swansea in the simulation where we gave up a stoppage time winner. But honestly, we've scored 29 goals in 7 games. I don't think any difficulty in the world is going to stop us from scoring. We have an insanely good attack for the level that we're at. But we've conceded 16, which is by far, Barnsley, because we absolutely slaughtered them to begin the episode, have conceded 17. They're the only team that has a worse defensive record than us. But I just think that this difficulty is not it. It's just, it doesn't feel like we're even playing. It just feels like we're just surviving. This doesn't feel like football at all. It's just pure pace abuse. The defense just sprints at you. We're just getting nothing but counterattacks because they're pushing so many numbers forward and they do nothing but high press. It just leaves space in behind, and then there's no team football at all. There's no build-up play, nothing. It's just pure chaos ball, and I absolutely hate it. So even if it means that we take the difficulty back down and we get a few more blowouts than normal, I think that's a fair trade-off because I don't even think this was entertaining to watch. It wasn't fun to play. It just ain't it. So I'm going to adjust the difficulty again in between episodes. I'm sorry if you don't like that, but this just, like I said, it's just not it. It's not the one. It's not enjoyable whatsoever. So that is it for this one. If you did enjoy it, I'm not sure I did, but maybe somebody did. If you wanted to see the legendary difficulty, there you go. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you when we come back for some more Wigan Athletic career. See ya.